Hello and welcome to episode 27 of the CPRW podcast. My name is Colin. I do Colin's Punk Rock World, CPRW Records, and this podcast. Today I am joined by podcast regular Lara.
Hello.
Hi, Lara.
Hello.
Happy New Year.
Yeah, Happy New Year. I was going to say the same to you as well. Can we still say it now? Because it's like the 18th of January.
When this goes out, it's going to be the 21st of January, so 3 weeks. Yeah.
I'm sure there's some places that I'm sure I heard somewhere that some places say it up until the end of January. It's not a UK thing, but I think it's like a European thing, maybe.
Yeah. If someone came and said Happy New Year to me now in person, I would think you're strange. But
yeah, I would too.
But it just seems like the appropriate greeting for when I haven't spoken to you online or this since the new year. So
yeah.
So we're rambling already. You might be able to tell we don't really have a plan for this podcast as such. We've got a couple of potential topics, but it's not a theme or anything today. We're just winging it, basically because we figured we haven't done one of these in a while.
Yeah. So, I started to miss doing them.
Yeah, it's life got busy, things got opened, Christmas happened.
Yeah, I mean, we think we kind of mentioned this when you first started doing the podcast, especially when the restrictions with COVID would be lifting and things. People aren't as free then, are they? Things get back to quote unquote normal. So it's kind of pinning people down can be quite hard.
Yeah, I've been organising a podcast for about a month or so now.
Oh no!
But it's just making sure the aim is to have 5 different people in it, and it's gonna be just trying to find where everyone's available, and oh dear me,
hard, right?
Especially when there's 3 time zones involved as well.
All right. Just add something else into the mix.
Yeah, but it'll be fine. So last time I think we did record a podcast was when we did our Tilde Fest preview.
Yes, it would have been. I think, it would have been. It would have been just after I moved in here. The lighting situation's still just as bad. I do have 2 lights, but it's still quite dark in here, so I haven't sorted that out.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, it's fine.
So I guess to start with, we could have a chat about Tilde Fest.
Yeah, okay, cool.
How much fun that was. Go.
Yeah. Yeah, it was awesome. It was honestly, it was probably one of the best weekends I've had. Well, at least in the recent kind of past. Anyway, I had a blast. It was awesome. It was, I think, because I knew you and Emma and the other folks on the podcast as well. It kind of felt like I was just meeting up with old friends. So that was, even though it was the first time. Well, not first time meeting you, but it's the first time meeting Dan and everyone else. So that was really cool. And it was nice as well to see another part of London, because it's such a nice part. I've never been to Greenwich or around there, so that's really cool. And it was really well put together. I didn't realise how close all the venues were. That made such a difference. You just literally just pop across the road and you were, apart from the pie house. Yeah, it was awesome. It was a really good time.
Yeah, Ollie, Till the Wheels, he absolutely smashed it. And
yeah, definitely.
It was such a good time, just for us as well, because it was a lot of people we haven't seen. Because we go to gigs in South London, that's our home turf for gigs.
Yeah.
Even though we're in Bedford, it makes sense.
Yeah.
But there were loads of people there from all over that we haven't been for the past year or so, or 2 years almost. So it was nice to catch up with people like that as well. There was a guy there, I've forgotten his name. Oh, I love him. He's wonderful. And I've forgotten his name. Sugar. I hope he doesn't listen to this. I feel bad.
Just don't mention his name. Just leave the story there.
Yeah. But we met him years ago at the second Manchester Punk Festival, which was 2017, I want to say, maybe 2016, somewhere around there. And what was his name? But yeah, we hadn't seen him or spoke to him really since then. And we just bumped into him randomly during the filaments. And it was just so nice to see him again. Just lovely, lovely man. And I feel horrible. I forgot his name.
It'll come back to you when you don't need to remember it. But after
I remembered his name. I remembered his name, Richard.
There you go. An unusual name.
yeah, my middle name. Yeah, but that was really cool. Just seeing everyone, all the bands, were brilliant. Like it was, well,
Yeah.
I wrote this in my review. It was like quite a cool highlight for me was like, obviously Thing Called Me Malcolm 100 times at New Cross, but it was really cool to see with people coming from all over the country.
Yeah.
Them being able to see Call Me Malcolm at New Cross Inn. Because I likened it in my head to like if you saw like the Ramones at CBGBs or something like that.
Sure.
Obviously
That makes
not
sense.
quite that scale, but
no, but yeah, the elements are the same, isn't it?
Yeah, or like I guess like seeing Aerial Salad in Manchester or something like that. So that was really cool.
Yeah.
And who else did I see that I really enjoyed? Oh, Party Boss, they really impressed me. Saw them down at Matchstick Pie House. And they're one of my favorite acts of the weekend.
Yeah.
It just the whole weekend smashed it.
The whole weekend was excellent, and it was cool for me because it was something that I don't know. It's because you suggested so many bands to me. It was kind of weird to have like heard so many songs and kind of see pretty much all of the bands that you suggested to me over a few months, like in one weekend. So that was really cool. But I know it's a bit of a cliche thing, but I thought Like You were awesome. That set was so much fun. Chaz, as always, it was just awesome. And it was just really nice. Like it felt like every single person in New Cross knew the words to every single song. It was just the energy was like, it was proper jumping in there, wasn't it? It was awesome.
It was fantastic. I might be wrong, but I think Light Year's last 3 shows have all been at New Cross.
Oh, right. Okay. Yeah, probably.
they're becoming Healthband, which is wonderful because they're the best band ever in my eyes. So
yeah, they've always been great live. They always put on a good show. And it was like, because I hadn't seen them for so long. The last time I saw them was in one of the first reunion tours they did. Like, I think it was like 2006, I think. And it was in Bristol. So like obviously it's been like, what's that, 15 years, like a bit more maybe. So it was kind of like, is it going to be as good? But yeah, it was like nothing had changed really. Awesome.
Just had Pook playing trombone with them.
Oh, wasn't he great? Isn't he great?
He's a lovely, lovely man. I love Pook.
Yeah, he's lovely.
I was gutted Redeemer didn't get to play.
Yeah, I know. When they dropped out, I was like, oh God, it's going to be gutted.
We just left. It was after Party Boss, I think. We left the pie house to go to New Cross Inn, and I had a text from our beautiful Matt Spear of Ear Nutrition just to sort of let me know. I know Ear Nutrition, Redeemer aren't coming. I was like, oh no! So I quickly turned around and I got to watch Sweet Empire instead, which was a lot of fun. So
there we go.
That was good. Yeah, Redeemer have their I guess mini album coming out. I think.
That's right.
In March on Krod Records, the vinyl's up for pre-order. If you want to go and do that, I've got an early listen. And it's incredible. It's insane, but in the best possible way, as you would imagine from something Redeemer are doing. But if you don't know Redeemer, they're kind of like Scarcore meets death metal. It's
the obvious mix that you put together.
It's crazy. They have. I just said today they've been added to a metal show in Reading.
Oh.
And I really kind of want to see how they go down in that crowd.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. That would be
with the brass, it would be quite good fun, I think. But
talking of like kind of a metal scene and with the Tilde Fest, I saw that Bob Vylan have had one of their albums put in as like one of the top 50 metal albums, or one of the forthcoming metal albums to look forward to. And they kind of tweeted something like, "Can't wait to piss off all the metalheads with this," or something like that. So,
I wouldn't put Bob Vylan under the genre or umbrella like of metal, but you should check them out. They're I'll go as far as they're not my cup of tea, like stylistically, musically, but their message they put out is very important. So
it's not fully my thing either, to be honest. But what I did like is when you sent me a playlist of the Tilde Fest stuff a few months before we went, just to kind of, I think it was your playlist that you put and you just sent it over. One of the ones that they really stood out to me just because they were so different to what else was being played. So it is punk, but not kind of as we're used to it, I guess.
Yeah. Oh, the attitude is definitely punk, I think.
100%. Yeah.
Might as well move on to Tilde Fest 2 is happening.
Yeah.
Which is very exciting. Ollie's doing it all again. He's insane,
Yes.
but thank you for doing it again.
Definitely, yes. I can't wait.
he's already been announcing bands as well. It's not till like middle of October. He's already started announcing bands. He's got 10 so far. Shall I list them off?
Yes, I have a list here too. I've got a little like notebook next to my computer, so whenever it comes up on Instagram, I write my notes. Who's playing?
Very good.
I can add it to a Spotify playlist then.
I see. This is my bit of preparation before the we started recording. I got the poster up already.
There we go.
All right. So what we got? We got Rochambeau or I don't know, Rochambeau, however you pronounce it.
If you say it quick enough, it doesn't matter.
Yeah, they're like a ska punk super group. Yeah. I got to see earlier, or last year now. They were so good live. I was amazed by them. So I'm looking forward to seeing them again. Hopefully I will see them before October. But actually I think I will. I think they're doing Fish Stock, which I'm going to. Maybe. I might, hopefully. Chris, if they're listening, could you add them so I don't look silly? But yeah, they got Harker, who just Brighton's Sweethearts. The Restarts, I think, who are a older band. I don't know a lot about them. I've seen them in a lot of posters.
Yeah, they're like I don't know, like street punk, hardcore, like the leather jackets and studs type punk.
Yeah.
Mohawks. Yeah. That makes sense.
Sure. Other Half, who I think played last year as well.
Okay.
They're both from Norwich. Misfortune Cookie, which is the new band, well, not that new anymore, really, but they're sort of the three of the guys from Bear Trade with Helen Chambers singing for them.
Oh, okay, yeah, I listened to them for the first time today and I really like them. It kind of makes sense now that you said who they are. Yeah.
You got Inner Terrestrials, sort of skacore band.
Yeah.
The Human Project are a really, really good sort of fast technical skate punk band.
Yes, I enjoyed listening to those today as well.
We got Ducking Punches, who just Ducking Punches. I don't really need to say more than that. We got Sniff, who are the new side project from Alex from Bobby Funk. Who it's
kind of like, I liked it. It's kind of like garagey, funky. I really liked it.
They've got a lot of excitement around them very quickly.
I can imagine, actually. Yeah, the sound is really. I can understand that for sure. Yeah, I like them.
And the last one is Early Flights, who are a band from Madrid, who I was really excited to see on the bill.
Are they from Madrid?
I think Madrid.
Oh, that's so cool.
I reviewed them a couple of years ago. Then they came to Do It Together Fest. I didn't really know them at the time. And they came and had a lovely. I just thought, wow, that's really cool. They've come over from Spain to this festival. And they came over for Tilde Fest 1 as well. And I was talking to the drummer, and lovely guy. And so it was really exciting to see them then get added to the lineup as well.
They're really good. I listened to them today because when they were announced, that you messaged me and you were very excited about it, and I was like, well, okay, I'll make a note to listen to them. They're one of the ones I put a 100% yes, we'll be going to.
I think it's really nice to sort of see because Ollie's recognised, I guess, that they've made the effort to come out to shows, so he's going to put them on, which is
it's the community side of it, then, isn't it? This kind of, yeah.
So I would assume they'll also do a bit of a little tour around it as well, if they're able to, because
that's a good point. Yeah,
Brexit and those wonderful things.
Good old Brexit.
Good old Brexit. Still not worked out what's good from it, but
yeah,
one day someone will explain something to me, and it might be true, but who knows? Fuck Brexit.
Don't hold your breath.
Let's not go down a political spiral. So yeah, we mentioned it's a new year. I'm sure everyone listening is aware. So do you have any New Year resolutions or anything like that you've been doing?
So the main ones I had, if you follow me on Instagram, you'll know that I've already failed one. I was trying to do dry January. Last year, I managed to do it for 6 months. But it was easy then because it was during the proper lockdown. So everything was closed. I couldn't go to the pub. So I thought on Saturday, I was look, I'm just going to go to the pub. I'm going to have an alcohol-free beer. It will be fine. I had one and I was like, I need a drink. So I've got a drink now. So that's failed. I also have restarted going to the gym because I stopped running because I go through phases of loving it and doing it all the time and then not doing it at all because I can't think of anything worse. So I started going to the gym. I thought, because we live now about half an hour walk from the gym, so I walk in and then I'll go on the bike and then I'll walk home. And but it started off really well the other week, and I was having a really good time. And then last night I was on the bike and I thought, I'll do an extra 20 minutes, it'll be fine. So I managed to get about 30k on the bike, which is pretty good. But obviously you're kind of sitting in the same position for ages, and apart from like the obvious fact that your ass is like killing, I got up and I actually like severely pulled my hamstring. So it took me what should be half an hour to walk home, took me about almost an hour to walk home, kind of like with dragging one leg behind me. Yeah, it was rubbish. And then I tried to kind of like lean over in the co-op to get like a bottle of water, and I was like, nope, I had to leave it. I couldn't lean forward enough to pick up the water, so I had to walk home dehydrated, very hungry, injured, unhappy. Me and exercise don't get on.
Yeah, exercise is bad. Anyone who tells you otherwise, I think, is a liar.
Well, last time I've never done team sports ever. I'll go and watch football or whatever, but I don't personally do team sports. The one and only time I've tried to do it was roller derby, and I broke my leg, so not doing it anymore. Yeah. We just don't get on.
To be fair, you're saying that about like you're pulling a hammy from just like doing cycling. I've got a puzzle for Christmas I've been very slowly working through. It's sort of on the floor of our lounge. And I went to get up yesterday and I was in agony. I can't even sit on the floor anymore.
No. Oh no, I can't either. Like I think we're at that age now, aren't we, Cole? You just can't sit on the floor for too long. Like we bought the Galazzo game. We had it for Christmas, and we have to sit at the table. I can't sit on the floor and play. I just can't. I just can't do it. Yeah.
Everyone should buy the Galazzo game. I'll do.
Oh, it's brilliant.
Yeah, my good friends, they sort of designed and got it made, and it's the football game. I guess turn-based football game. It's really, really good stat strategy, kind of like chess with football, I'd say.
Yeah, that makes me sound clever. Yeah, it is. Yeah,
everyone should go and buy it.
Yeah,
because I know how much time and money and was spent doing that, and my friend needs to eat. So please go and buy the game. Just search Galazzo. I'll leave a link in the description.
Yeah, there's even like little short YouTube videos on how to play it. So yeah, it's good.
So what I've been like, one sort of, I guess it's a New Year resolution for me is so last year I stopped eating meat. I became vegetarian, and I want to eventually go vegan. So since the new year, I've stopped eating dairy desserts.
Okay.
I'm 18 days into no chocolate or cream, basically.
How are you getting on?
Not too bad, because for Christmas I got loads of vegan chocolate stuff to try. That's all been finished. That was delicious.
Yeah. It's not too bad, is it? The vegan chocolate. It used to be terrible.
So that's good. I'm going to try and sort of do sort of a good sort of 4, maybe 5 months of this, and then try and then start cutting down on the cheese side of stuff as well.
Yeah, cheese is great, isn't it?
Cheese is great, but I now know how it's made and what happens to the cows. So they don't teach you that in school.
No, they don't. And it's funny enough that you've done it. I've actually gone vegan this year as well. I've started veganuary, and I've done it before. I was vegan for years. I was vegan when I met Nikki, and Nikki was as well. So we kind of know this score, like when we just got lazy and had cheese at some point. But yeah, I'm there with you, Colin, this month, just getting through the missing the cheese. The chocolate I'm fine with, but cheese.
I'll get there. Just it's a good for me. It's also a very, because of the environment impact meat and stuff has. So that's my main reason for wanting to do it, because I quite like to continue living on the planet.
Well, yeah, and it's the best way to it's the best way to live if you are concerned about the ecological impact of things and how green the environment is. It's not eating meat is the easiest and most efficient way to not aid that. In my opinion, without getting too political, which I can do about animal rights, so I won't.
It's like for recipes as well, like the Jess and Dan, who do Vegan Punks, lovely people. They have some great recipes on their website. So that, like, they've saved our Christmas last year when we all had to stay home and Emma had to make a Christmas dinner.
So Emma's cooking looks so good though. Like I've asked her for tofu hints before because I'm terrible at making tofu.
Oh, she's fantastic.
I'm not a good cook anyway. Like to be fair, Emma did give me some advice and I still couldn't do it. So yeah, you'd have to come around and cook or something.
It's a long old way. I mean, not that I have to cook. I'll just sit in the living room and play your records. But
yeah.
Last time we went to Wales, we nearly killed Emma's car. So
yeah.
Maybe you come to bed.
Yeah, we should do actually.
That's what I was going to say. My other thing I've been doing this year on my Instagram, or I started a new Instagram page for it, then Instagram got really stupid and broke. I don't know what the hell happened, but I started trying to post a vinyl record every single day, basically to encourage me to spend more time actually listening to the records I spent thousands of pounds on, rather than just buying them, putting on the shelf, going, oh, alphabetical, lovely, and then playing Spotify.
I do that as well. I've got so many. I'm just like, they're still in the packaging. Yeah. There's loads, and I pull them out and I go, oh fuck, I bought that when I was at Tilde Fest like 5 months ago or whatever it was. Forgot it was. I was like, what is this? When did I buy this?
I've been going through that. It's actually been really, really fun as well. Because listening to the whole album and listening to stuff I haven't listened to for ages, and
I
mean, it is also costing me money because I'm getting very excited about vinyl again and just buying more.
I agree. I'm the same.
I know you're there. I'm at the point where I might have to just delete the Discogs app off my phone.
Oh, it's terrible, Colin. It's terrible. Like I'm literally like just about. Well, luckily I've got savings. Like it's been all this month. I've just been. I don't know. I've been like a woman possessed, like buying records. It's ridiculous. It's because I've gone on, and because Specialist Subject is so wonderful and amazing, and they have this notify me when back in stock option.
Oh no.
Well, when I get notified, I buy the album, or I check their stories, which is what I usually do. Because on Instagram at the top you get the ones you click on the most.
Yeah.
Specialist Subject are always the first because I click on them so much because every day they'll have a restock. I'm like, which one have they got today? Which one am I going to get? I don't need it, but I want it. I don't even want it, but I need it. If
I get towards the end of the month and I see that pop up, I'm not going to watch it.
Yeah, I've had to stop. In fact, they did message me. They obviously a notification of something being back in stock came in. I can't remember what it was. It was like some like 90s like band, I think. And I was like, oh, I really want it, but I literally just placed an order with them the day before, and I was like, I can't put another one in. And it wasn't even like financially an issue. It was just more like I don't want them to think this like I'm weird. Like they've stopped putting free stickers in with my stuff now because I get so many.
You've got them all.
Yeah, I've got them all, every colour.
But I've done that in the past. I brought something and then I think a couple of hours later they did their restock thing. Yeah. And I just messaged them on Instagram and they were like, can you add this one to my order? And they were like, yeah, that's fine. So
I'll do that next time. Like literally tomorrow.
Yeah. But yeah, Specialist Subject for customer service as well. Like, I ordered a big order the other day. I got a load of vouchers for Christmas.
Yeah.
And I think I mean, between me and Emma, we ordered about 9 records, I think it was.
Yeah.
Ordered it the Friday afternoon. It arrived Saturday morning, which
it's amazing, isn't it? They're so good at so quick. Yeah, it really is. And like, I'm not gonna like call anyone out or anything, but like compared to some I've dealt with, they are, Specialist Subject are the best. I would always recommend them over other shops, not distros, but shops.
Yeah.
Let's say it that way. That's the best way I can explain it.
What was the last record you brought?
Oh, from
anywhere.
Generally.
Just in general.
It was either Ghoul Patrol Vacation, which arrived from Japan, or let me get my Discogs app up and I will check, because I had about like five turn up. Sorting newest added. Okay. In fact, actually, I think it was public service broadcasting. Actually, I went to HMV and I had to pick up a record that I'd ordered. And I think it was the newest public service broadcasting that came out last year, Bright Magic, I think. But I've also added Hell's Ditch, the Vacant Hearts 7-inch because I've been speaking to George from Krod, because he wants to send some records over to me. And I said kind of which bands I liked that were on their Bandcamp, and they didn't have that 7-inch in. And then I went on to Specialist Subjects and saw it, and I was like, I love that, thank you. So that came the same day, I think, that I'd gone to HMV, it was like last week. So
nice.
Yeah.
They're, like, Hell's Ditch, a great band.
Really, really good. Yeah.
They played New Cross with Callie Massey, I think it's beginning of December.
All right.
We were hoping to go, but then with all the lockdown potentially happening again, we were like, we better go see my mum for Christmas just in case.
Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah.
We had to prioritize, and then the lockdown didn't happen, and I missed out on seeing Hell's Ditch. And our lives in cinema, and I love Mark, so that was a shame. Priorities, I guess. Just looking at my last 3 on the old Discogs app are apparently Spring Heel Jack, Static World View, which I got from a chap in Belgium who was absolutely lovely. And then Rehasher Off Key Melodies, which is their debut album. That's like Roger from Less Than Jake's punk band. Yeah. That's my favorite of theirs, and it was the only one I don't have. So I was absolutely over the moon to find that for a good price.
Yeah, I bet.
And then Cobra Skull's Sitting Army, which is another band I really like. So managed to finally get that for a good price as well. So
yeah, it's all good. And I finally gave in, and I bought that Google Patrol Vacation. Right. So you know how long I've been after this copy? Well, after Vacation, I've been after it for ages, which is weird because I don't think anyone's ever really massively after any Google Patrol albums. But it is my favorite one. And I've got a couple of others. And I used to have the CD, and I used to really enjoy the CD. And so I did buy it before, but the seller didn't have it in stock, so I had to get refunded. So I've been waiting, and I thought, oh, fuck it, I'm just going to buy it. Like, there's someone in Japan selling it for cheap enough where it's only like 20 quid or something with postage. So that's fine. I put the order in. And then the next day I posted the album, The Unbearable Lightness of Being Drunk. I posted that on my Instagram, and then my friend Lloyd messaged me, Shred the Dead. He messaged me and said, oh, I'm selling my copy of Vacation if you want it. And he up the road.
Oh, no.
I was like, oh, mate, I've been after it for ages, but I've literally just bought it from Japan. So it won't be on that long. I'm sure it'll sell pretty quickly. So can you believe it? No, I should have just posted like a day or two before. Yeah.
Oh, dear. Yeah. It's interesting with vinyl at the moment because there's a lot of chat about like the delays in being able to manufacture new stuff, which I've noticed, to be fair, and a lot of my most recent vinyl purchases have all been older stuff. So, yeah. Which is, I guess, becoming very problematic for like obviously DIY and independent bands and labels because they can't get stuff out for people to buy.
Yeah.
And if they don't make money, they can't then put out more stuff.
Yeah. When I was speaking to, when I mentioned earlier that I was speaking to Jordan from Krod Records, and he was saying how he's a little bit concerned about putting records out, and they're kind of looking at other formats instead. But also the concern is then, do you want to spend money on like CDs or tapes or whatever when it's not going to bring in the same revenue, really, is it? I mean, but then at least you can get them made. It's such a difficult like predicament to be in, isn't it?
I think CDs are probably handy for bands if they're going on tour.
Yeah.
There's something they can sell that isn't just another t-shirt, because I mean, I love a band t-shirt, but there's only so many I need.
Yeah, I went through mine, and I'm going to be going on Instagram next week and putting them up for sale because I need to make room for the ones I've bought. So I need to get out the ones that I don't wear so much and then put the ones I do wear in.
I very much have I say a strict policy. It's Emma's strict policy rather than mine of one in, one out.
I need to adopt that. I need to. I need to.
As their room is limited. But I did see, I think Derek from Make That Take posted this on Twitter about there's a company in Middlesbrough who are starting a new vinyl pressing company.
Yeah.
And I think if I remember, I think I sent you the article yesterday, and I Probably should have got it up. But I think basically they're saying they'll be mostly focusing on independent acts from the north of England as well.
Yeah, independent artists and labels I read.
Yeah.
And they'll be, I think, aiming to press 50,000 a month, which is kind of close to, I think, what we'd be ordering. So that's what I got outstanding anyway. So and obviously then, you know, in like benefit to us, it's going to be UK based, so hopefully that will mean shipping won't be like outrageous, because it can be. And that's good news.
That is good news. Hopefully some more and more, because I mean, obviously there's the money. I'm assuming running a pressing company is very expensive, and getting the equipment and training people to do it and all that kind of stuff. So it's good there is one sort of popping up, and hopefully that will be the start of more popping up. I mean, obviously you don't want loads, because then others will go out of business, and it's just the circle of life. But
yeah, I mean, hopefully it will. I mean, it's something that I've talked about with a few people on Instagram who collect records as well, and it's kind of surprised me that like it hasn't been done more, like that there haven't been more things popping up. Even it doesn't have to be 50,000 a month, you know. It just amazed me that this demand has been growing steadily for years, and I know it probably has spiked over lockdown and the pandemic, because my collection has grown massively over COVID times, because my money has to go somewhere else, and it's gone there. I just haven't stopped since we've come out of lockdown. But it's just surprised me that it's not just the UK, it's like America as well. Like there hasn't been like any mitigation for that at all. There's no like, I don't know. And and then this whole thing with, I'm not kind of calling anybody out again, but like this whole like, well, Adele's getting all these records pressed at the expense of smaller ones, smaller artists. And it's not even that, you know, this issue existed before like major labels caused a problem for us. Because, you know, like even last year when I've pre-ordered records and you've been waiting months past the day they're supposed to be released, like the Less Than Jake Anthem re-release, repress, it's like, you know, it took months. And this, I had that Useless ID one from Spam, that was 2-3 months late coming. So yeah, it's something that's been like needing, I don't know the ins and outs of it at all, like business wise. I'm just looking at it purely from someone who likes to listen to records. But like, it's just amazing, like how there hasn't been any kind of meeting of, oh, look at this demand, why aren't there more pressing plants or whatever? I don't know, but it could be like you said, Cole, like it's just money, and you know, people don't want to do it. I don't know.
I think it's just there aren't that many of the machines left in the world, so you've got to get them made and
make more machines. There's money in it. There's loads of money in it.
If I had money, that's what I'd spend it on. That and a car park, because that's just a license to print money.
That's a really good idea.
That's my dream. Buy a bit of land, turn it into a car park.
Is that what you would do if you won the lottery? Yeah.
Money. I'd have to buy a bigger house if I won the lottery, because all the time I'd spend on Discogs then.
Yeah.
Now, what was I going to say? I think it was Chris, Vinyl Systems. Lovely hero of a man. I think he posted last week on his Instagram stories that he ordered a record last June, and it's not due to come until August.
Oh, I think I saw that. Yeah,
it might be the other way around, that he ordered it in August and it's not coming until June. I forget, but either way, wow.
Yeah, it's shocking, isn't it? It's crazy.
It's a long time.
It's really long time.
Imagine if you moved house in that time, or what a pain.
Yeah.
So hopefully, like, things will improve with this new one. That I don't know when it's due to open or how long it will take to get set up, but fingers crossed that will improve record waiting times, and all these independent and DIY labels and bands can get records better or quicker, and because they've had a hard enough time as it is the last.
Yeah, that's true.
Last 2 years, so throw my bone. Also, we'll say All Ages Ice Tour, they put out like an Instagram post saying, because it's January and there's no tourists in Camden at the moment, they're really struggling. So if you head over to their website and buy some stuff, there aren't any other good record shops in London, so
yeah, they got really nice merch as well. Like, you can see you've got your all ages.
Yeah.
You know, I nearly wore mine as well, so I'm glad I didn't. Oh. And they got really nice hoodies, t-shirts, band merch as well. So they got loads there, DVDs, everything. And there's such a like energy in the shop as well.
Yeah. Nick's lovely. The dog's there.
Isn't he? Yeah.
There's Bob and Yellow. So
Bob and Yellow, yeah.
Who weren't there last time I went in. That was very disappointing.
Or message them next time and ask them and say when you're going to be there, and they'll bring the dogs. That's what he told me when I was there last time. He was like, "Oh, just give us a heads up when you're coming back." So I was like, okay.
That's what a guy. What a lovely man.
Yeah.
The records. I've been buying lots. You've been buying lots. Everyone should buy records. But also head to my Instagram page, Colin's PRW, I think, to look at all of my vinyl that I'm sharing with you all.
Very kindly.
I mean, I'm mostly sharing it to make sure to keep up with listening to them all when I keep doing it. So I don't just so I'm accountable essentially for this challenge that no one else probably cares about.
I care. It's nice to see. I like to see what people are posting.
Yeah. What else we got? Can we talk about end of year lists? That was a thing the website did at the end of last year.
Yeah.
So we I think how many of us? I think 12 of us of the team posted their top 10s of the year. I think we got 80 different bands suggested. So it kind of proved 2021 was actually a really, really good year for new music, regardless of everything going on. I think the overall favorite record of the year from all of us was Turnstile by quite a way.
Yeah, it was very popular on Instagram.
Yeah,
very
popular. I don't think it was in either of our lists, though, was it?
It was not.
No, but I mean, I've really tried to get into that.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I just don't have the relationship with older stuff as well.
Yeah. I'm gonna revisit it at some point. But yeah, I tried. Did not.
I probably won't worry about revisiting it because they're scarce.
I'll let you know. Yeah, I'll let you know how I get on if I do. Funnily enough, we mentioned this today, end of year list. I put Every Time I Die Radical on for one of mine, and they've actually announced their split today. They split up.
That.
Yeah, my boss actually got me onto them because he's massively into them, and he texted me this morning about 7:45 this morning, gutted, devastated. Yeah.
Wow.
So
that's early in the morning to be upset about a band.
I know. I was like, what are you texting me? I haven't even started my shift yet. I've got a quarter of an hour. But yeah, it's and it's horrible, isn't it, when one of your favorite bands break up? I remember when Milk Teeth split up. I was absolutely devastated. It felt like someone's breaking up with me. It was like my blood run cold. I was like, kind of hyperventilating. Yeah. It's just horrible, isn't it? Yeah.
I felt when Just Say Nay split up end of last year. We had tickets. I mean, not to see them specifically, but they were on lineups we were very excited to see. They're going to Manchester for the first time, and that's the big reason why we bought tickets to go to that Manchester show to go support our friends. And then they split up, which was a great big shame. But it happened. Leo's now playing bass for Skiv though, and that'll be good. Connor's gonna move on to guitar, and Jack and Charlotte have a new band they've started as well called Till I'm Bones, which I'm assuming is a reference to one of their Just Say Nay songs, Akira Murray. So I'm excited to see what they do, but hopefully at some point they'll do a reunion show and it'll be lovely. Because
maybe it'll be like Lightyear, where they kind of just constantly have reunion shows. And they haven't quite split up.
I mean, I don't think Just Say They have the legacy that Lightyear do for people to come every time they do a reunion, but hopefully one day, whatever's happened will pass and they'll decide to play some shows together.
Yeah, that's kind of the thing with them. I mean, I don't know what happened with them, but from the sound of Every Time I Die, it's just not amicable, not clean. Not nice. And the big issue that, I mean, again, I just like the music. I don't know the band very well, but just from what the article I was sent this morning, I think the singer is the brother of someone in the band as well. So it's brothers, and they not had a good band breakup. So yeah, not ideal.
Yeah, so I saw the statement, and it's sort of four of them were like, "Oh yeah, we're splitting up," and then they haven't spoken to the fifth member or something.
Yeah, that might be the same. I think his name's Keith Buckley. Keith, maybe something. Him, but yeah, I don't know the full story. I don't know whether they're going to kind of carry on or what's going to happen. But like, it's always difficult, regardless of what member of a band leaves, especially if it's the singer. But it's always difficult to carry on as you were with one less, regardless of who that person is in the band. So yeah, I don't know. We'll see. Yeah, I'm not a huge fan. I know you're not as well, Cole, so it's not like a thing. I just thought it was more a weird coincidence that we're talking about it today and they've kind of announced it. Yeah. So yeah.
Are there any bands from the like all the top 10 lists we did that you sort of discovered because of those lists?
Not massively, because I was spending so much time writing my own list and stuff, and then listening to the records I bought that I haven't actually kind of gone through the list fully. I just kind of scrolled through and gone, yep, that's on my list. That's on my list too. That's on my list. Like this, even though there was like so many that we'd suggested, or kind of we'd all brought up, it was still like we had kind of a lot of overlapping ones as well, which was actually really cool. But yeah, I haven't gone through them fully, I'm afraid. We put in a playlist together. I thought we were. Were we?
I was going to, and then Christmas and work got in the way.
Yeah, that's it. Life just happens, doesn't it?
Yeah, especially working in retail at Christmas. The last thing I was worried about was building a blog playlist.
Yeah. Yeah.
Essentially just trying to stay alive and not get sick.
It must have been awful. I've worked in retail over Christmas. I worked in Argos a few years ago. God. Yeah.
It's not ideal, but we're still here. Christmas happened. All is well. The one I discovered from the list, I think it was Marcus who suggested it, was needles and pins, or needles and pins. I don't know how you'd. It's like needles dash.
Needles dash pins. Yeah.
But yeah, we brought their record from a specialist subject in our big hall. We did. Neither me or Emma had listened to it. We just brought it because Marcus had recommended it, and he's usually quite good with his recommendations. And it's really, really good. Like sort of gravelly, melodic, punky stuff. My kind of
it's really good. I've actually got them on a split 7-inch with someone. I'll post it later to my Instagram at Lara_Rob. I can't remember who I think it was on, like, I'll have a look for it, but I've definitely heard them before, and I know I've definitely got something by them. And also last week Dead Broke Records brought out a compilation they did with Dirt Cult Records, and Needles Pins is on that.
Okay.
So it's funny that you brought it up, because I was listening to them about a week ago, and I was talking about them on Instagram as well. So, yeah, they're really good. I agree. Really, really good. Yeah. I'm jealous about the record, actually. I'm going to have to put it down as my notify when back in stock.
Specialist subject.
Yeah.
Obviously. What else can we? We're speaking about Just Say Nay, and like me and Emma and Paul B. Sharp, we all went on a little adventure to Manchester for a big ska show, which was like the Popes of Chili Town, Call Me Malcolm, Plot 32, Wad Eye, and Broken Freeways replaced Just Say Nay. And we that was my first time in Manchester since MPF 2019. And it was an absolutely wonderful time. I love Manchester as a city. We got to hang out with Sarah from Shout Louder in the afternoon. She took us to a place called Bunderbust, who do amazing Indian, like vegetarian street food.
Right.
And it was just like going to the bread shed, like where some of MPS usually happens, and hanging out and seeing all the bands. And we went to a place across the road called Sandbar, which is like a pubby bar type place. Hung out with Call Me Malcolm there.
Nice.
Yeah, it's just a really, really lovely time. All the bands obviously killed it. We went to the show, saw Tree, who does Anarchistic Undertones. Absolutely lovely human being, despite what he tries to portray on the internet. He's the sweetheart. He's the tallest man in the history of punk music, I think. And is wonderful. And nice to catch up with him. I don't think I'd seen him since the NPF beer tasting International Women's Day gig thing they did just before lockdown happened, 2020 March.
Yeah.
So it was really nice to see him. And Chris, who does Warrington Ska Punk, just was there, and I didn't know he was going to be there, so it was nice to catch up with him.
Are you surprised?
Oh yeah, it was. I mean, he was like, "What are you doing here? This gig happened in London last night," which it did, and I went to that as well.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah,
as you do. But yeah, so it was nice to be back in Manchester, and it got me really excited for like Manchester Punk Festival. That's fingers crossed happening in
Fingers
April.
crossed, yeah.
It's sold out now.
Yeah,
which is great, but it's a shame if you want tickets. I think that if you go on Twickets or something, it's called, there are people selling them at the proper prices and not trying to rip people off. I think it's Twickets. It's on the Manchester Punk Festival Instagram page.
And their Twitter as well. They tweet about it too. Yeah.
So I forget who's playing. Loads.
Loads. Yeah, there's some really good bands playing. I mean, we're not going, but
you should.
I know. I am actually keeping an eye out for tickets because, like, it's weird. It's like there's one band on there that's making me think it's worth the money to go to. I really want to see the Dangerfields. Like, I really want to see them. I've never seen them. Yeah. And I really, really, really like them. I was like, I'm amazed. I can't believe they're still. I didn't think they were still playing. So
we saw them in Dundee for Book Your Own Fest in 2019.
Right. Okay.
I didn't even really know much about them, but I've seen them.
All right.
I've seen them. Who else is playing? The Skints are playing, which is Wilhelm Scream, Jeff Rosenstock.
Direct hit to playing.
Yeah.
Very cool.
With Jeff Rosenstock, because he's doing a tour as well, and some of the shows he's doing Scar Dream set.
Yeah.
So there's a part of me that wonders because the Manchester Punk Festival, part of like the after parties are absolutely legendary. So there's a part of me in my head is wondering and speculating, and I hope me saying this out loud won't ruin it. But is he going to do a Scar Dream set as like an after show thing or something?
Yeah.
Because that would be
kind of makes sense, yeah.
Wonderful. Hopefully this won't, if it is a thing, and
cross your fingers when you're saying it. Apparently that's a thing. Yeah.
Fingers crossed. Who else is playing? Loads of bloody bands. Triple Sunday are finally going to get to play.
Yeah.
They're obviously good friends of ours. They smashed it at Tilde Fest.
Oh, they were so good, weren't they?
They did the Burnt Tapes comeback show as well, and they smashed it there. Just one of the best bands in the UK. You deserve to be in everyone's radar. Who else we got playing? On Cinder playing. I don't know if they're playing 4-piece or acoustic, but either way, that'll be good. Random Hand are playing.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm seeing them in a week, which I forgot all about. What else we got? I won't go. Chewy are playing, Chewing on Tinfoil. They're now known as just Chewy. Always really good. Oh, so many. Forever Unclean are coming over from Denmark. They've just released a really good album.
You pre-ordered that as well, yeah?
I pre-ordered that. I've been listening to it. I will review it at some point. It's like 11 songs in 20 minutes.
Yeah, it's good.
Hell's Ditch are playing.
Oh, okay.
So that'll be, I'll try and see them. Dave's are playing. They're a really good band I haven't seen yet. Just terrible band name, but Chaz Palmer Williams will be there.
Yeah.
There's just loads of really good stuff at MPF. So go see. If you can get tickets, please go. It's just as one of these things is just atmosphere. Everyone is bloody lovely, and it's just a really nice time. You're going to make lots of new friends, see lots of old friends, come on a podcast, forget their names, all of that stuff. It'll be good.
Yeah.
And also, I would plug their thing because I just spoke about Tree as well. For Anarchistic Undertones, they usually do like the official warm-up show, which is at Rebellion the night before the first day of MPF. And they announced that show last week. It's just 4 bands, and you got Harajan, who are just like Scarcore Manchester legends. Burning Flag, who are a hardcore band fronted by our friend Holly Have No Fury, who's doing got a really cool new project called Diversify Your Scene. They're doing as well.
Yeah, I've seen them. Okay, yeah.
So that's a really cool source, I guess, or to basically diversify your scene. It showcases loads of bands that aren't just your standard four white blokes.
Yes, there's a lot of them about.
there is a lot of them about. That's the thing I've noticed when I've been listening to all my records, how many there's another all-man white band.
Yeah.
Need to work on that, and shall do. But also Toodles and the Hectic Pity are coming up, sort of, who are just sweethearts from Bristol, like folky, pop punky indie kind of stuff. Just really, really nice songs. Really, really lovely people. So I'm looking forward to see them. They'll be really strange going on before Burning Flag. There's a clash of styles if ever I've seen one, but it'll be great. That's a really cool thing about that show that they put on there, because there's still something for everyone, even though it's And then the last one are a band called Snatch Game, who I know absolutely nothing about.
Okay.
So there'll be a nice surprise. There'll be a nice surprise. But that's always a nice thing as well, turning up to a show completely blind and discovering a cool band.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I've done that plenty of times, and I've found really great bands from doing it. So it's good sometimes to go in completely kind of like not expecting or not knowing anything.
Yeah. And what else can we talk about? Other things. I just got my list of ideas. Other things we're looking forward to. What are you looking forward to, Lara?
That's the last thing I've got on here. So I've got the thing I'm most looking forward to is no COVID anymore. That would be nice. Some more. I mean, we just talked about it, but more vinyl would be, or access to it at least for the smaller bands. More live music, and to not have gigs cancelled and to not have bands drop out of gigs because of COVID and stuff. That would be ideal. Obviously it's no one's fault, but and I've already had 2 quite big gigs rescheduled this month. I was supposed to see Funeral for a Friend last week, and I was supposed to see Idols Friday. Funeral's been rearranged for March, but Idols we're not sure, because in Wales our restrictions are different to in England. So Idols are like, restrictions, you're just going to reschedule. So we haven't actually got a date yet for when it's rescheduled. Let me just check my diary though, because I've got like quite a few that I'm supposed to have coming up. So I've written kind of brackets, Alkaline Trio, Taking Back Sunday. I've also got
I've got that.
That's March. Also, that's around the same time as Feeling for a Friend. But also, I've got tickets to see Hell is for Heroes and 100 Reasons in London. Someone kindly gave me their ticket on Instagram because they couldn't make it. All I've got to do is buy a t-shirt and send it to them, which is fine. But also, I kind of fancy going up to Manchester kind of around that time. So we might be going to 2 Hell is for Heroes dates, one in Manchester, one in London. So hopefully that won't get cancelled. We've also got like McCluskey that we're supposed to be going to see. We had tickets for Bowling for Soup last year or the year before, but I'm not sure that was just for a laugh, obviously. But like, I don't know what the deal is with that, or whether they're coming over or... Also got tickets for a rescheduled show in Paris, which is Less Than Jake and Suicide Machines. Whether that'll happen, I don't know. So I've got a lot of big ones this year that have already started to be cancelled or rescheduled. So let's see.
So most of my big ones are sort of in the summer. So I've got lots of festivals and stuff planned, like the Booze Cruises and...
I think it should. Oh yeah, of course. I've got to look into that as well. I'm sure it should be fine. I'm sure it'll be all right for them. And also go to Tilde Fest as well. But yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I said that like 2 years ago, and then I had to grow my hair really long and a massive beard, which is growing back because I was going to go get it sorted this week, but then Emma gave me a cold, so I haven't, because I don't want to then go infect my hairdresser.
One of the worst gifts to get.
Well, yeah, but. She does make me nice for dinners, so...
Well...
Yeah. Side note, having a moustache and a cold, worst combination ever. Just be a bit gross.
That. Yeah.
It's not a good time. What were we saying before it was being gross? But hopefully, like, most of the things will be able to happen in some way.
Yeah.
Because I was looking at the MPF lineup, and it's like, if, like, the North American bands can't come over, there's still so many amazing UK bands who could like fill the gaps, and it'll still be an absolutely wonderful time. So, but
excuse me, yeah, that's it. That's what I'm kind of thinking with like the Alkaline Trio Taking Back Sunday gig. I'm thinking, oh well, if they don't make it, you know, like around the same time as the Hell is for Heroes and 100 Reasons thing. So it's like, at least I know that will most likely go ahead. Because it's not till March, so we'll see.
You got Slam Dunk coming up in June as well this year.
Oh God, yeah, that's another one.
That lineup is looking really, really good.
Really good, yeah.
I haven't got time off work for that, you know, because it's really confusing because the Queen's having an orgy or something that weekend. I have no idea what's going on.
We share a birthday, 2nd of June, me and the Queen.
Oh,
it's a coronation or something, I don't know, but like it means, I think my birth, I don't know, is it something like the 2nd of June is like a bank holiday or something? It's like a Thursday, or I don't know. I
went to book it off from work the other day because it's a Saturday and I have to work Saturdays, but because it falls on that weekend, I have to get special permission from
the Queen.
No, well, maybe the store manager. So I'm going to get Emma to write that note, because I'll just write something that's taking the piss, because that's how I am. I'm like, dearest store manager, you look handsome today. Please can I have this day off?
Please give me time off.
Yeah, I will write something really stupid, and then he'll say no. Fuck off, Colin. You're an idiot. Yes, I don't really understand why that's all being changed around. I couldn't care less about McQueen having whatever's going on.
No, I know. I don't know either. It's a complete surprise to me. I didn't realize. So I checked. I bought my diary this year, my planner. So yeah.
Basically, all it's doing is affecting me seeing the Vandals. They're like my last bucket list band to see. So.
Oh no.
Yeah, it's annoying.
Maybe like write to the Queen. Maybe like she can rearrange it or something. Just tell her. You know,
I think the Queen's got a lot going on at the moment with her sons.
All right, Liz, how's it going?
Probably a bit preoccupied.
Yeah, I guess.
And her stooge, who is trying to run the country and is a moron, to put it politely and kindly. He's actually a cunt. And I don't say that word a lot, but that's my feelings towards Boris Johnson.
Yeah, he's a bit of a prick, isn't he?
Yeah, slightly. Yeah, what else?
Yeah.
Any new albums coming out that you're looking forward to that you've heard about?
God, I haven't actually.
Captain Arsehole.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah.
Captain Arsehole have their album coming out in April. I think Max told me. I talked to Max.
It's April, okay.
I think it's April.
I'm looking forward to.
So yeah, they've got a new. Now this is going out. This podcast is being released on the 21st of January, which just happens to be my birthday. I'm 36 today. Wow.
Oh, happy birthday.
What a time to be alive. Yeah, but they've got a new single/video coming out on the 28th next week. So make sure to watch that, because the first single they released, Dave, and a surname beginning with L, Lewinsky or something. That song's incredible. All their songs are incredible. They're the best band.
Yeah, I really like them as well. I think they're brilliant.
Lovely, lovely people as well. And I saw Sean, who plays guitar in Goodbye Blue Monday. He posted on a Facebook comment that they're getting in the studio this year, finally, to do their album.
That's good.
So obviously it probably depends on vinyl times and stuff like that, but hopefully that'll be out this year. And another Scottish band, All Depends, who are one of my new favourites. They're putting out an album this year as well. So quite a lot of stuff to look forward to. Yeah.
And we're only like 2 weeks into January, so.
Yeah, exactly. I feel like I saw something else. Let's go on. I won't try and think about it, because that'd be dead air and that'd be awkward.
If only there was something we could do, like editing. No, it's fine. We can't be bothered to do that.
I get that. That's for the professionals. I did see, I haven't listened yet. I don't know if I will, but I saw Fat Mike's released a podcast.
Yeah, Fat Mike, and it's called Fat Mike or something, isn't it? Like as in microphone.
Yeah.
I think.
I'm intrigued.
I haven't listened to it, though.
But also, what will it also terrified?
I saw it this morning, and then I haven't actually listened to it. I'm interested. Like, I really like Fat Mike. I know he can be a bit of an arsehole because he's quite opinionated and a bit of a dick sometimes, but he makes me laugh. Like, whether you agree with him or not, he's very funny and also like really clever and entertaining. So it could be a good one. I was listening to a podcast he did a couple of years ago. He did it with I think it was Daniel P. Carter, who used to play, I think, bass in A, and then went on and did either Kerrang Radio or Radio 1 or something. I don't know. He did like the Rock Hour on Kerrang for a bit. And he had, I think, either a podcast or a short radio show thing where he interviewed Fat Mike. And I was just like, because up until then I'd only really kind of listened to his music, Fat Mike, and I was like, wow, he's actually like, I've seen like some like I saw backstage pass and stuff, but yeah, I was really like, oh, this like Fat Mike's actually really interesting and clever and eloquent, really, when he wants to be. So it could be really, really good. Yeah.
Yeah, I think from a Fat Mike is obviously you don't become a millionaire by doing doing independent punk music by being an idiot. It's not by luck. It's because he's a very smart man. He knows what he's doing. So yeah, I'm intrigued by it. I'll probably find some time at some point, but I have a stack of records to listen through. So
yeah, that's it. And there's, you know, like, I know we're literally recording the podcast right now, but there's so many like to listen to. You know, like it's just finding the time in the day, isn't it? Like, yeah.
Yeah, probably should do it while I'm at work or something like that. But I prefer listening to music.
Yeah,
someone talking.
Same. Yeah, I usually do if I drive to work, but because it takes about 2 hours for me to drive in, so I only do it once a week. But because of COVID in Wales and the restrictions, I haven't been able to go up for a while. So yeah, but that's usually when I get my podcasts in. Is when I'm driving to work.
Yeah, we listen to more comedy ones as well, I find, when we're at home, rather than music ones.
All right, okay.
Like the Off Menu podcast with like James Acaster and Ed Gamble's really good.
I haven't heard it before, no.
They basically invite they're two comedians. They invite guests in to basically give their like dream meal.
Okay.
It's really good listen. It's quite funny. Jeff Rosenstock's actually be on it as well.
Oh, nice. Okay.
Alongside like proper megastars of the world, but then Jeff Rosenstock, because why not?
That's cool.
Because James really likes Jeff Rosenstock.
One that we've been listening to is the Socially Distant Sports podcast.
Right.
Sports podcast. It's Mike Bubbins, Ellis James, and some other guy that I don't really know and I don't really find very funny, but it's quite Welsh. Not specific or niche, but like they're all Welsh, and they talk basically about kind of, I guess, Welsh culture and sport culture in their own lives, and then they kind of talk about certain clips that were kind of iconic to them when they were growing up. So they're probably about our age, maybe a bit older. That's very funny. That's what we listen to, but when I'm on my own, I usually listen to either music or crime podcasts.
That's quite a big thing. Loads of people seem to be listening to the crime podcast. I hear people talking about.
Yeah, I'm really into them. There's one, They Walk Among Us. That's really good. There's also the Parcast ones, which is like solved murders, unsolved murders, crimes of passion, medical murders. There's loads. Loads.
Wow, that sounds. Yeah, I probably won't dive into that rabbit hole.
I'm well into it, Colin.
What else can we talk about on this? We've done well. We've went for about an hour.
Yeah, we've. I think it's been quite good so far because it's the first one for ages. So.
Yeah. What else did we have? I swear there's something else. Maybe not. See, I have a quick CPRW Records. We've been very quiet because I got lazy. But we are in the process of working on a new compilation. I can't say much yet, but we're aiming for the end of March to bring that out. So keep an eye on that.
Cool.
That's the thing we've got on. We've got some MPF. We're going to do loads of MPF preview stuff. Like I say, I'm organising a podcast to preview it. We'll do our normal writing about all the bands we want to. I think there's like 7 or 8 members of the team going this year.
Oh, that's cool.
Which is going to be so. We're going to have to try and have a little reunion and hang out. And Richard's going for the first time. I've not seen him in absolutely ages, so that'd be nice.
Oh, that's nice.
Yeah. So
I'm still trying to get tickets. I'm gonna have to try.
I would. We did have.
I had put them on. I've got like their tweets on like a thing to come up on my phone, like a proper notification and stuff. So I'm like, but they did have one like tickets come up. So I think someone was selling tickets. But by the time I got to my phone, which was literally minutes, they've gone already. Yeah. How popular this is like this is going to be. So
that's awesome, man. That they've managed to do this.
Yeah,
people are so desperate for a festival. Robin and Brett are coming over from South Africa for it. So,
oh, that's awesome!
Our festival, they've come with the last two as well. They were supposed to come in 2020. Like there are festival roomies we always share with them. We did have a bit of a faff earlier this year or end of last year, because our Airbnb, the owner of the Airbnb, the ownership changed hands. So we had to, like, they cancelled it, but then we got a special code that was so we could rebook it with the new person, and it was all very stressful. And like, do we have a window? When will we know when we get the code? What if we're at work and we only get like an hour? But luckily it was all right, and we were just being worrying for no reason.
Overthinking.
And I think we got it cheaper as well.
Oh, okay, it worked out there.
It's in a really, really good like destination, like with the venues.
Okay.
Like a 3-minute walk, I think, from some of them, which is.
Oh right.
So
or maybe I should think of something like that, because when we go up to Heroes for Heroes, we might get an Airbnb or something instead, because we usually get a hotel. So yeah.
Yeah, we stayed in when we went in December. This is why Emma shouldn't let me be in charge of booking things. We stayed in like a hostel type place. We had our own room, but it was about a 20-minute walk from the venue, and then so it was obviously Manchester in December at like 11 o'clock at night, really cold. Luckily it wasn't raining, which is a nice change. But so we got back, and I hadn't realized it was like basically above like a bar type club place, and there was another one across the road as well.
Oh no.
So
okay,
that was not ideal. It was a really nice room, but it was cheap. But
it is very loud.
Location, I wish I had. I mean, it wasn't their like the hostel's fault. It was mine for not checking. But so that's. I think I am now off duty from booking accommodation. Last time she let me book accommodation was when we went to Hamburg for Booze Cruise. And I booked like a hostel. The room was great. It was on like called the Reeperbahn, which is essentially Hamburg's red light district. So that
was a mistake, right?
that was a mistake. Awkward.
Yeah.
I just remember we were walking to one of the venues, and it was quite late at the time. And I just remember seeing this lady stood next to the road, just in her tracksuit. I thought, she's probably waiting for a friend or something.
Yeah.
And I got 10 or so meters further down the road, there was another one.
Yeah.
And then,
that's another one.
Yeah. I was like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it's funny, isn't it? Like it happens in Swansea, right? So we've got the high street in Swansea, and it's kind of like split in half. So it's like the train station is bang in the middle of the high street. Not as in like the main shopping street, but it's just the street is called High Street. And from the train station down, it's been quite like had all this regeneration, so there's a lot of money gone into it. It's kind of gentrified, so there's lots of like art galleries and these kind of craft beers and posh coffee places. But the other side, it leads on to like the proper industrial working class of Swansea, and it's like just building sites and like knackered old men pubs, and like I don't know, it just constantly smells of pot. And so because I'm from here, like I have this kind of weird like thing where I don't see it Swansea for what it is, but other people come in and they do see it for what it is a lot of the time. So like we've gone down High Street and then seen girls out, and I'm just like, they're just out, like these girls just out, do you know what I mean, on the street, in a short skirt or whatever. Looking back now, they're clearly like ladies of the night, like clearly, but like at the time I'm just like, they're just out, like standing on the corner, like like so I'm like you, it's like I just don't get it, like I just didn't click with me at all. Yeah.
that was an interesting experience. I mean, I thought the one thing I found worse, like if the ladies want to do that, that's up to them. Hopefully they're being safe. And
Yeah, of course, yeah.
but I
They're
just like the thing that
safe.
I didn't like was like we were walking down the Reeperbahn bit, especially got all the strip clubs and whatnot as well. And
Okay.
just all the middle-aged men looking really creepy, and it's just like this is not comfortable. I don't like this, but saying that I probably would book the place again because it was a really good location for the festival.
Yeah, it's we obviously not getting into the politics things and stuff, but yeah, I'm sure it was uncomfortable at times to see.
Yeah,
yeah.
I think because I'm not used to it as well, because you don't get that in the middle of Bedford that I've seen.
No, and
I can't
also,
say I've been looking, but
yeah, but also I guess it's not hanging out with people who would act that way as well. Like that's what I found the most, because when I've been to Amsterdam and stuff, I know obviously like the red light district is made for that sort of thing, but like because I've never really hung out with anyone who has been openly sexist to women that I know of, like, and how hasn't, I don't know, like I just found it weird. I didn't find it weird seeing girls in windows with like almost no clothes on. I found it weird, like I'm not from Swansea, so of course I'm not used to it. That's fine, I'm used to it. But like what I found weird was like the groups of men who were quite like, they seemed quite predatory, and I didn't like that. Like that's something I'm quite naive, so like I'm not used to seeing that, because that's not, no one in my family is like it. Like none of my friends are like it. So it's just like, that's gross.
Yeah, is a weird world.
It is a weird old world.
We have really gone on a tangent here as well.
We have about
punk. This is our punk music podcast. Yeah. And we're talking about Ladies of the Night.
Not a band, but should be. But it might be, actually. It could be a band.
I feel like one day we should have like a section on an episode where we come up with great band names.
Yeah. Oh, that would be really good. That would be a really good idea, actually. Yeah. Like a really short podcast.
Yeah. Just have a feature one an episode.
Yeah.
Band
names.
My
God. Okay. Yeah. Maybe we should think of features to put in every now and again.
Yeah. We'll sort of say what we are with like the podcast this year. Like Album Club will be coming back soonish, hopefully, when I organise stuff. Need to talk it down. I think we're doing 2019 was the next one we're due to do.
That was it. I mean, if we want to, I mean, we can all like re-evaluate our choices.
Yeah.
It's been a while, so.
Yeah, I need to talk to Dan number 2. See, I'm assuming he's still alive. I don't think I spoke to him since, too long. He sent an interview list. He must be alive.
I haven't seen him since Tilde Fest, so.
Yeah. And we got the Fantasy Festival stuff. I've got a sort of an idea of what I want to try and do, but it will take some organising. So hopefully that'll come soon. And if you want to, like I did an interview with Dika from Make That a Take. That was the last podcast I did. If you want us to do more interview type things, let us know and we'll try and do that. I like to feel I'm slightly better at this stuff.
I think you're getting better, Colin. Definitely. Yeah, you're welcome.
Try my best.
Yeah.
So if you want to hear more interview type stuff, we'll try and sort that out. I'll probably interview Paul from B Sharp, because this whole idea is to just talk to me mates. So
yeah.
We'll interview Paul. He's not. He's due on again soon. Shall we wrap this up then? Do we have anything else we want to talk about?
No, that's it. I'm good now. I think we've covered everything. But I say we covered it. All I've done is write down the list that you sent me anyway. I just didn't actually write anything underneath each one. So completely winging it. I think I'm done.
I think I spent 2 minutes preparation writing that down, and then that was all we've done for this. So to get over an hour of us waffle is an incredible effort. I was just thinking when we're talking about our Ladies of the Night experiences, sounds weird. But there's the old little clip I can put on the Instagram to get people interested, because sex does sell.
You know, Colin, there's a future in marketing for you, mate.
I am wasted pushing trolleys around a car park.
What's the term when you take like a snippet of like a soundbite in a sound somewhere on S4C, which is the Welsh language channel here. There's a soundbite of me talking in Welsh about how great I think bum bags are. I don't know where it is, but apparently it exists. So I think a Ladies of the Night soundbite is better than that. So that's fine.
Oh, I don't know. People do love a bum bag.
I think I literally said that they're cool.
I've seen the cool kids at festivals with their bum bags over their shoulders.
That's what I was thinking. I was like, oh, well, I said, oh, they're cool and useful, which is manure and cool. They're not the all, so they're cool and useful. But I was using it as like I was thinking of I was picturing like a roadman who was when they across the chest.
Yeah.
But I mean, I haven't used them since the 90s, so I don't think they were cool then.
I just wear shorts with big side pockets, so I have no need for bags ever. I've
got like tote bags all over me, and I've got so many of them.
I was one last thing I wanted to shout out. I just remembered the website. I think it started as an Instagram page. Now it's got a website as well. Punk Rock Radar, who I use quite a lot to keep up to date with, like new releases, and I go through it and find some new stuff and I want to review, and just a really, really good resource. You can send, if you're a band, you can send your stuff out as well, so they will then share it. So punkrockradarcom, go to them. They're a really, really cool resource. If you want to checking out, they'll talk about established bands and new up and coming bands as well, from all walks of punk all over the world, potentially different languages as well, not just English bands or English speaking bands. So yeah, check out Punk Rock Radar, and I think we'll leave it there because I have a new record unit that I can start filling up, and I'm excited to do that. I might do it tonight. That's cool. I want to kind of use the Discog shake thing. I haven't used it for ages, so I'm going to go down and see what I haven't listened to for a while. So it's really good, isn't it? That feature's my favorite. Really, that's what's preventing me deleting the app. Just that feature. Yeah. There's 600 really odd records and I can't decide. Let's shake it now. This is more for the folk. Oh, okay. Let's see what comes up. The folk on YouTube. I just had a notification to say Pop have a new album coming out. Lovely. Right. There's the camera. Shaky, shake, shake. I got Celebration Summer Against the Gun. Descendants. Everything Sucks. Yeah. Yes. That's the one. Fantastic. And then also Sold a Chair 7-inch. So I'll stick with Descendants. My next one is a Kimberly Steak 7-inch. Is that which one is that? That's Chemical Imbalance. Yeah. One of the older ones. Yeah, we could keep through with it as well, and we could go on forever. I'm gonna put it down before I do. Cream cocktail. Yeah, we could go on forever. Yeah, if you don't know that you have the Discogs app and you don't know that's a thing, literally just open up your collection on the Discogs, shake your phone, and it selects an album. Yeah, make sure you go into your collection first, because I just went into the app and I started shaking it and nothing was happening. So yeah, go into the collection and then it'll work. So yeah. Anyway, so I'll end this. Lovely to talk to you, Lara. And you. Thanks everyone for the continued support of all the Collins Punk Rock World stuff. It's cool. This is our coming up to our 8th year of doing this in June, which is ridiculous. When we get to 10, I might put on a gig. I might. Yes, you should. Start planning it now. It's just easier in 2 years' time. Start. I think it gives me 2 years to wear down Paul to just do it for me. Yeah. And I think in 2 years the New Cross calendar will actually be free by then with all the rescheduling. So yeah. Anyway, thanks. Talk to you soon, and talk to all the people soon. Come say hello. I can be quite awkward, but it is really nice when people come talk to me and say nice things. I don't think you're awkward, Colin. You're very friendly and very nice. So everyone go and speak to Colin when you see him. Oh no, don't. I've said that. I already regret it, but I feel like as a thing as I'm 36, when this is coming out, I should be able to talk to people without getting really anxious and confused. But yeah. Anyway, I'm rambling again. Bye. Bye.